Good morning, Tuesday, August 30th. It's a Tuesday, so you can find all my work in MLB DFS Weather and the same thing on Twitter. And we got the trend of quiet weather repeating itself over and over again, rather typical for late summer, early fall, before the mid latitude storms really start sinking down into the northern tier states like mid to late September. We often have a very quiet period from, say, almost all of August through the first half of September weather-wise, where really you're just watching thunderstorms. You're watching, especially across the south, you're watching moisture, you're watching tropical storms, which obviously we have the potential for in the Atlantic along the North Carolina coast and western Florida and the Panhandle region. Fortunately, there's not a lot of baseball that goes on there, and the baseball does go on there. Tampa Bay is in a dome because of the exact reason. The only game to me that looks like a potential for any rain today is going to be in Chicago. This is the simulated radar for 8 p.m. You can see there's some thunderstorms scattered about. They're in the process of slowly leaving. There are a few popping up behind it. Can't completely rule out a some rain during the game today, this evening. Excuse me. Also, I have Kansas City and Colorado as very small threats of some rain, as well as Detroit. Again, all four locations here. I don't expect any postponements. Delay is probably unlikely, but I won't say completely out of the question, especially in Chicago. And sometimes Colorado, strange things happen. The models like today are dry and a thunderstorm pops up, et cetera, et cetera. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Good and bad hitting environments. I got Colorado, Philly, Boston, Chicago Cubs, and the Texas Rangers is really good hitting environments. It's warm in Texas, wind blowing out in Chicago, I believe. Yep, to right. Boston, the wind's blowing out towards the monster. Watch out. Wind's blowing out to left a little bit in Philly. It's warm, and obviously we all know about the Rockies. Poor hitting environment, San Francisco. It's going to be like 60 degrees, if that, at game time. That's cold. Kansas City, wind blowing in, and it's not warm. It's not overly humid, so the air is a little dense. And the same thing happens in Anaheim, where the Angels play. The air's kind of dense, even though the wind's blowing out. Should mention that the wind's blowing out pretty strongly in San Fran, but it always is. Anyways, that's my forecast for you today. Continue to keep an eye on the Cubbies games and a little bit of an eye on Kansas City in Colorado as well. Have a good one.